They don't just watch you. They learn the shape of your soul, and when they smile, they show you a piece of it trapped between their teeth. My wife smiled back last night. This morning, our hallway is a mile long.
This is an Eyes on Channel 7 broadcast. What you just heard was the first known appearance of an anomaly. What you're about to see.
This is an Emergency Containment Authority priority broadcast. Listen closely. This is not a drill. As of 7:25 a.m., we have confirmed reports of domestic cats displaying human dental formations across the Ashwood zone. If you observe your cat showing human teeth during eating, grooming, or what appears to be smiling, evacuate immediately. Do not delay. At 9:23 a.m., the Croft family from Cypress Lane discovered their cat Jinx with a full set of human molars. They evacuated and are secure at the Northgate shelter. The Ito family, however, delayed after noticing similar anomalies in their Siamese, Sasha. They are now unresponsive. This is the final phase of an entity infiltration that began 6 months ago. The teeth are not a medical condition. They are a deliberate revelation. These entities have been masquerading as your pets. We are tracking 19 confirmed cases, all in households that experienced the unblinking surveillance and voice mimicry phases. The Hayes residence on Ironwood Drive, elderly Mrs. Crow on Hemlock Avenue, Ben Carter's report of his sister's former cat at the Spruce Street address. The pattern is one of terrifying acceleration. First, they observed you for weeks. Then they isolated you using your own voice. Now they reveal what they are. This is the final test. See the teeth and flee, and you may survive. Stay from shock or disbelief, and you will never leave. Liam Vance was found 3 weeks after reporting his cat's smile. He was unharmed, but fundamentally changed. His cat, Nix, sat beside him. Witnesses said both wore the same wide, tooth-crammed grin. The teeth manifest in multiple wet rows, extending back into a throat that should not accommodate them. The formation is structurally impossible. They are no longer hiding. This is deliberate. Households displaying the anomaly undergo spatial corruption. Structural engineer Anya Sharma has documented interiors that exceed exterior measurements. The Crestview apartments are condemned after reports of hallways leading to impossible rooms. Officer Leo Cruz described the interior of the Davies residence as wrong. The rooms kept going. Every door led back to where I started, but the air was thick and it smelled like old meat. Mr. Davies was found with his cat, both smiling. He declined assistance. If you see the teeth, do not approach. Do not photograph them. Do not try to understand. The entity believes you are prepared for integration. You are not. You will never be. Leave. Take nothing. Do not return for anyone who refuses. The property is no longer yours. The entire 400 block of Hemlock Avenue is affected. Units 2A through 2F at Crestview Apartments, the Hayes residence, 847 Spruce Street. These properties show exterior signs, windows with incorrect reflections, doors that lead to spaces larger than the building, and cats in the windows, smiling. Do not attempt verification. Do not even look for too long. The dental phase is contagious through proximity. Maya Ito attempted to leave after photographing Sasha. The extraction team found her unable to cross her own threshold. Every time I try, she wrote, I forget why. The house feels like the only place that exists. Those forcibly removed show severe adaptation difficulties. Robert Davies was extracted but died within hours, screaming about wrong angles in our world. The integrated insist they are content, comfortable, and home. They answer phones in normal voices, claiming to be happier than ever. The phenomenon clusters around a central point, the foundation of a house that burned 3 years ago on Rural Highway 9. It is covered in symbols that predate local construction. This is an anchor point. Emergency services will no longer respond to confirmed addresses. If you have family inside, do not attempt extraction. Forced removal is fatal. The psychological integration is irreversible. The entities are complete. They no longer pretend. The smile is their natural form. This is their territory. They are reclaiming it, one household at a time, transforming our homes into nodes in a network that exists partially in our reality and partially somewhere else. There is no known method to reverse this. Evacuation is the only response. If you are in an affected area, leave now. Do not delay. The entities have spent months learning how to make you feel safe. The smile is the final test. Accept them, and you become part of the network. The window for escape closes in seconds. Run while you still remember why running matters. This message repeats every 30 minutes. Do not assume silence means safety. They use our own voices against us. If your cat smiles with human teeth, it is not your cat. It never was. And if you smile back,
Hello?
you will never be
Is this
yourself
thing still
again.
broadcasting? My name is Jace. I'm 17. I work with the guy who usually does these, Marcus. He's not himself anymore. He asked me to do this because I'm the only one who's been inside one of those houses and made it out. This isn't just about cats. It's about the houses themselves. They're becoming something else. 3 days ago, my friend Lily called me, sobbing. She said her cat Binks was smiling wrong. I thought she was being dramatic. I was wrong. When I got to her house on Rowan Street, Binks was on the kitchen counter. His mouth was stretched back in a grotesque grin, showing rows of perfect adult human teeth. Not things, teeth. Molars, incisors, the whole nightmare. Lily had been staring at him for 6 hours. "Isn't it beautiful?" she whispered. "He's finally showing me who he really is." I tried to pull her out, but every time we got near the door, she'd freeze, her eyes glazing over. "Why would I leave?" she'd murmur. "This is home." And the house felt wrong. The walls were too far apart. The hallway to her room stretched into a dark, impossible length. The air was cold and still, and Binks just watched us, his new teeth gleaming, his eyes holding an intelligence that was utterly alien. I had to leave her. I ran. The teeth aren't the worst part. The worst part is the feeling of rightness. In the 20 minutes I was in that house, part of my mind started to agree. Maybe Binks is beautiful. Maybe Lily is right to stay. They rewire your perception. They make the horrific feel like home. Since then, I've gotten calls. Dozens of them. Most sound like Lily did. Blissful. Converted. The ones fighting it are losing. My friend Chloe called yesterday, her voice thick with tears. She said her cat, Princess, has teeth. Human teeth. I know I should leave, but every time I try to pack, I forget what I'm doing. I found her on her porch, suitcase beside her, sobbing. I can't get in the car, Jace. My brain just stops. Princess watched from the window, smiling. I tried to pull her to my car. She took 2 steps and froze, her eyes going blank. "I need to go back," she said in a flat, dead voice. "I forgot something important." She walked back inside, locked the door, and sat on the couch. Through the window, I saw her turn to Princess, and then her face relaxed into the exact same wide, toothy smile. They're not just changing the cats, they're changing us. I've been mapping this. The dental phase only happens after the other two. It's a calculated step-by-step process. They learn you, then they reveal themselves. The teeth are them saying, "Lesson complete. I don't need to pretend anymore." Official protocols are useless. When you see the teeth, you have maybe 30 seconds before the house starts to feel normal, a minute before leaving becomes a psychological impossibility. The Hendersons on Oak Street called for help. I got there in 12 minutes. They were at their kitchen table, perfectly calm. Their cat Smokey sat between them, smiling a 4-row smile. "You called about Smokey's teeth," I said. Mrs. Henderson looked at the cat. "What about them? They're beautiful. He's finally showing us who he really is." Mr. Henderson just nodded. I showed them the recording of their own desperate call. They looked at it like it was a foreign language. They were already gone. The Crestview apartments are officially evacuated, but I drove past. People are in the windows, sitting perfectly still, all of them smiling. The building itself looks taller, the windows misaligned. If you stare, you feel a pull, a desire to go inside, to see what they're smiling about. I drove past Lily's house today. She's still there with Binks, both smiling, but the house is bigger now. The windows show rooms that shouldn't exist. She saw me and waved, her smile stretching a little too wide. "Come in, Jace," she called. "Come see what home really looks like." I almost did. For a second, it felt like the most natural thing in the world. That's how they get you. They make belonging feel like inevitability. The shelters aren't safe. I saw Mrs. Croft from the Northgate shelter walk into the parking lot. She came to my car window. "You should come inside," she said, her smile wide, her teeth too numerous. We've all realized how silly we were running away. I could see Jervix in the mall entrance, watching, waiting. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of safe places to sleep. Last night I dreamed of Lily's house, of Binks's smile. I woke up and my own face felt stiff. I was smiling. This is my last broadcast. Marcus is gone. The coordination center's building. The hallways are getting longer. They found new rooms. The broadcast engineer's cat, a calico, hasn't blinked in 6 hours. In the reflection of the glass, she's smiling. If you're hearing this and you're still in a clean zone, you need to leave. Not just your house, the entire region. They're not just taking our homes. They're taking our reality and reshaping it. You have time, maybe hours. Get in your car, drive. Don't pack, don't look back. And whatever you do, if you see a cat smiling with human teeth, do not smile back. The smile is contagious. The contentment is a disease. And once you catch it, you become home. I'm Jace. I'm 17. If you don't hear from me again, I've been integrated. If you see me through a window, smiling with too many teeth, don't try to save me. Just run. Run while you still can.
Eyes on Channel 7 is signing off. Stay tuned, stay safe.